Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Ruben. I'm going to be talking about myself, who I am, how I kind of became with baseball, and kind of how I ended up getting around the game. So, one of the biggest things about me is I started football. Actually, I played from 9 to 11. I played football. Football was actually my biggest passion there for the longest time. I was quarterback, I played tight end, and I played linebacker for 2 years. I played a little flag before that. So I played football for a very long time. Um, I thought I was going to play for a very long time. Then I decided to quit football. Then during the summer, I was like, I wanted to try baseball. So I decided to try baseball, and I got on team, and it was 11U. So my first year, I subbed a little with the travel ball team. Then when I stopped subbing with them, I played Little League. And first year was kind of an experience. My first year was more learning about the game and, what it kind of took to be a good ball player. I had quality at bats, but I didn't hit for a great average. But I was kind of a guy that drawed walks and was disciplined at the plate. And I pitched some, and I pitched pretty well in my first year in Little League. It was also a learning experience. So I played a little bit of Little League, and then my second year I played, and I hit better. I learned, my dad helped me out a lot about hitting and tips of hitting and how to approach at the plate and working on my mechanics hitting. And I had like 420 my second year in Little League, and pitched, and it's kind of when I started figuring out how to pitch and developing pitches early and young without messing up my arm. So that was kind of a key thing. I think that kind of helped me younger as I learned how to develop pitches early. So I kind of was able to master them to a degree once I got to be 15 years old, which was good. But you got to learn how to throw it correctly, or you'll have arm problems later in life, and you don't want that. And so after Little League, I went on to play travel ball with the first year when I played travel ball. So I started playing with them, and I pitched, and that's when I kind of developed most of my pitches and break, and my fastball at that point was kind of a really key pitch that was able to strike guys out with at that point with my velo. So travel ball I played for several years with the fact of playing travel ball. I played school ball. I played my middle school year, and middle school year wasn't as good of a hitting year, but as a pitching year, I think as a pitcher, I kind of grew more on relying on my breaking stuff. I think my breaking stuff kind of became more polished, and I kind of learned how to, outsmart hitters to a degree more. I guess that's when I kind of became more of a guy that relied on breaking balls. So once I hit that, my middle school year went into didn't play my freshman year because of COVID. My sophomore year, I played. It was probably my best year. Sophomore year, I struck out a lot of guys. I didn't walk many. But one of my main problems at that point was I was always an aggressive pitcher. I always pitched. I never wasted a pitch. I never believed in it. I thought wasting a pitch was kind of pointless. If they can't hit it, then I was going to throw it around the zone. And until they actually hit it, I was just going to keep throwing strikes. So it kind of became a thing where guys started attacking me first pitch, no matter what pitch I threw. I kind of had to learn from there. I had to like kind of pitch backwards, you know. Maybe I do throw a ball off the plate a little first pitch, and then come back with a strike, or pitch them backwards, pitch breaking balls, and then finish fastballs later in the count. At that point, I had to kind of change the way I saw pitching because of the way hitters, I guess, attack me as a pitcher. So with that, the pitching aspect was more of, I guess, the mental aspect of how did I want to attack hitters? Did I want to, keep throwing a strike and a fastball and just hoping to blow it by them, or did I want to attack with a breaking ball and then set them up later in the count where I'm kind of to the upper advantage instead of feeding them fastballs first pitch? Hitting, it was probably my best hitting year. I think I hit 530 my sophomore year. I think I had 9 doubles and home run, and that year was probably my best power hitting year. I guess at that point, I think I really developed on going oppo a lot. Oppo was kind of I liked going oppo. I think it kept me kind of middle of the field. I didn't get early on pitches, start pulling out. So when I did start going oppo, I think it made me a better hitter. It helped me cover the plate more. So the hitting year, I feel like hitting that year ended up leading me in with probably more confidence. My junior year. So my junior year, I ended up moving. I was in New York. We moved to Ohio, and my junior year started off, competition was better than where I was. The competition in Ohio was there was a lot more better pitchers, I would say. Guys being all year practicing compared to, New York, kind of cold. It's not as common to get all year round. So junior year was kind of a learning year. I feel like as a pitcher, I kind of had to learn how to actually pitch the contact. I was more of a strikeout guy younger when I played, but then I kind of had to adjust. I had to pitch the contact. I was more of a guy that had to get ground balls, stay low in the zone. I couldn't stay high in the zone, elevate as much. Guys had gotten better, and I couldn't rely on that. So I kind of learned more about depth perception, where I need to start my pitch to make it look like it's actually more out than it is. And that's when I kind of really worked on my changeup, which was a really big thing. My changeup really became a pitch that was more of my strikeout pitch. My breaking stuff was more of a strikeout pitch. Fastball was almost kind of like a secondary pitch to fool guys or take them off guard. But most of my junior, but this was before my junior year. This was like summer. This was more summer and sophomore year when I pitched. It's kind of. But my junior year, when I went into my junior year, I had arm problems and couldn't pitch, and I kind of was out for a while. I was just a hitter. So with that, I kind of lost the feel for pitching. I couldn't pitch and work on my breaking stuff full velo anymore. So my junior year, I started off kind of slow hitting, but I picked it up at the end of the year. But then the end of the year, I ended up twisting my ankle, and I was out half the season. I came back for sectionals and pitched, but I wasn't healthy. I threw like 3 innings and struck out 3 and gave up, I think, like 6 hits. But We were up in the sectional game. Pitched decent for not pitching in practically a year. So that's how my junior year ended. Then I went into my junior year in summer, and my summer year was good. Pitching wise, like I said, my fastball wasn't good enough to really like blow guys away. So I actually started kind of pitching backwards to a lot of hitters, curveballs early, maybe throw off with a fastball. Developed my cutter to be actually my main pitch, and I would just spam a cutter outside until their eye deception was outside, and then I would bust it in with a two seamer or whatever it was. I developed more of placing and locating my breaking balls, which is very very important. It's almost better than a fastball. Locating your breaking balls as a pitcher is like one of the biggest advantages. So I kind of learned that and started throwing more breaking balls than I ever did. And it did help me out because in the beginning of summer, I kind of struggled my first two starts, and I hadn't pitched in a while, so it was part of it. But the fastball, I couldn't throw it as much, so I kind of had to like change the way I pitched, which I guess does help you in the long run when you get to college because things aren't as smooth in college as they are high school. So I guess it did help me in the long run. So with that, I went on to, I think I had like a 3.7 ERA, and wasn't a strikeout guy, but strikeouts just as many as innings. But I didn't walk anyone. Always was more of a control guy. So when that happened, kind of when the whole way I pitched changed, and it helped me for the better. Change was better than just sticking what I had, just hoping for the best. My hitting year was it was good. I didn't strike out during the summer, but I would say I was more on top of balls. I would hit the ball hard, but I was more on top. So summer hitting year was a little different. It was just, I guess I never found quite a groove, but I had quality at bats and walks. And then going into my senior year, senior year was also kind of a learning experience pitching. I didn't strike out many batters. I got a lot of guys at two strikes and never could put them away. For some reason, I never could get guys to swing and miss. I'd give them two strikes, but I never could put them away. I didn't have the stuff as much to just get guys out at the end. Guys were good enough hitters where my fastball and my breaking stuff was kind of, hittable to the fact that they were still to put the ball in play, even if it wasn't hit hard, which kind of what I relied on. Not hitting the ball, guys not hitting the ball hard was kind of my, I guess, forte my senior year was missing barrels, was kind of what I became, ground balls, fishing innings. So my senior year with pitching kind of, I guess, woke me up to the fact of I really want to gain velo, because if I had velo, I'd definitely be way better pitcher. And I was still a good pitcher, but, velo helps a lot, especially you have control and you have velo and you got breaking stuff. That's going to be great when you go to college. And developing a good spin rate, which I don't think I had as much my senior year. Spin rate wasn't, I guess, great. So with the spin rate, it always looks like it's faster. It just gets on the hitter more because of the spin. It just appears that way. So with not having that, it was kind of not to my advantage. Um, so with that, my senior year hitting was good. I couldn't find a gap really. I'd hit balls hard and hit them deep, but I'd just lined out a lot. But I hit 400, got on base. Just a guy that kind of did the little things, and I mean that's a lot of stuff in baseball. Doing the little things is key to playing ball. Um, but one of the guys struck out and could go to all fields. So senior year hitting was good. Felt like more of a contact hitter, I feel like, but how ball goes, you line out. That's how it is. Um, so once my senior year was done, I played some summer ball, but I didn't play very much summer ball season because of things. And then I went into my college. I went to a JUCO. Went to a JUCO college in New York, and at that point, my velo was down because of certain issues with my arm. I had back problems, so I started kind of my velo was decreasing and whatever. But then I went to JUCO. I started doing drills, mobility, all the kind of college things you do, late weightlifting every day or whatever. And my velo shot back up. And as a pitcher, I started with the breaking stuff. Started having a lot more spin, so I could get guys to chase more, which was kind of a problem my senior year. I couldn't get guys to chase. With the late movement, my JUCO year, I could get guys to chase. I could set guys up, get a guy to chase, and then, maybe just a little more outside, and he would continue to chase, which was great my JUCO year. And so with that, I, went into JUCO with not having the velo, but in the end, with all the drills I did, I ended up getting up to, I'd say low 80s. I think I topped 83. So with pitching, my JUCO year, that's when my changeup almost became more of a, I guess, chase or tunnel pitch. And my sinker, I developed a really good sinker. That ended up kind of being the pitch I threw the most. Late sinkers, creating ground balls, and kind of just, I had quite a bit of double plays behind me. So that was good for my innings and efficient innings. So I kind of, you always have to kind of adjust to where you are and kind of just take it day by day. So, then got to a point where my sinker velo was up. I started having more break. I could jam hitters more. So my JUCO year, I ended up having problems, and I didn't get to play in a regular season game because of injury. And but I mean, it was a great experience. I got to show what I had, and so after JUCO, I didn't play, so I didn't go back. I didn't go back to JUCO place. I moved on. I didn't even know if I was going to play ball because of my injury. So I went D2. I went to a college, Bob Jones University, and it was a Christian school, and I put in a form, hoping for the best. Being 5'6", kind of hard. It's kind of hard to find a college when you're that short. So I ended up getting an offer, and when I played, went there, and I played. Well, I didn't play, but before the season we were practicing. At that point, from over the summer, before I went to Bob Jones. I finally got up to 86 miles an hour. I did a ton of weightlifting, ton of mobility, ton of stuff I learned from college. Did it on my own, did my routine, ate healthy, and it helped a ton. And ended up getting to a point where I was topping 86, and my braking stuff was better, my control was still there. So I went into my sophomore year feeling pretty good. Stuff even got better once I got to college at Bob Jones. And 3 weeks in, sadly, I started having back problems again, and I don't know what it is, but so I decided that it was best to hang it up, better future. This is why I made this YouTube channel. Inspire guys that I never could stay healthy enough to play in college. So, guys that are out there hoping to go play college, or, what they need to know before, or, just the mental aspect of going and playing college ball. This is what this channel is for, and I'll tell you the honest truth about anything in college, how it goes, what they don't tell you and what they do. And there's definitely things they don't tell you in college, and you get there and you're like, well, this wasn't what I expected. And even the wake-up call of this is college, and it was different for me when I went to college. I was like, wow, this is a lot different. And I kind of had to look at things differently. And, you have college ball, you have, work, and you have all kinds of different things. And, you got to keep that in mind. But with this channel, I'm hoping to inspire a ton of people to keep playing and learn all I did. I wasn't a guy that I didn't have the height. I wasn't, Mr. Dominant. I couldn't throw 88 miles an hour, or, I didn't hit 10 homers a year. I kind of just did the little things and learned about the game, more about being smart than my own talent. Being smart is quite, I feel like, underrated now. So much of its potential. I think potential is key in talent, but you also got to be smart. If I wasn't as smart as I was, at least pitching and hitting, I don't think I'd be the same ball player. So being smart is also very key in college. I'll be posting all kinds of things, mental aspect of the game, things you need to know. I might post other things. But with that in mind, that's kind of what my career was, and things that led up to, and kind of how my baseball life went. It wasn't like the smoothest ride. I had a whole different kind of things that went on into it, but maybe the ball player I was. So, I think in some ways, it sucks that I didn't get to play college ball, but I learned a lot. I think I learned how to coach better. Kind of see, I was a ball player too, so I know what other guys think. So I'll be posting regularly, hopefully. Guys have any questions about college or ball, or drills you want to do to become better, or what your biggest weakness is, or anything you can think of that's pitching, even hitting. If you have any hitting questions, I can definitely get back with you, let you know stuff you can do. Maybe I'll even post some hitting tips. Now you kind of know who I am. So hopefully you learned a little about me, and if you guys have any questions, just put it in the comments. Hopefully get back as soon as I can. So welcome to the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed the video.